Good morning. Welcome to Pike Creek Farm. Sun's a little bright this morning. My name is Renee, and if this is your first time here, thank you for joining me. Once a week during the summer, I show my veggie box that I get from a neighbor who has a produce stand. So, here's this week's. It even has a bag hanging off of it. So thank you for joining me. I'm so happy to have everyone here. First thing, and this is something new, okra. He had okra a few years ago and I pickled it and it was really good. But I might try frying some up. Let's untie this bag. I'm not sure. This is some romaine. I know I'm looking stumped because there's part, I think it's like a broccoli rabe or something. I gotta ask him what that is. Huh. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to ask and I will put it up here what it is. This is romaine though. I know that. I have corn and beautiful, I don't want to peel too much, peaches and cream. But there is one, let me find it. That was a special one. And something that it's August and it is the Every Little Bit Counts challenge. And I am really trying this year to be very conscious of using everything and preserving everything. So I will be doing videos, not every day, for the Every Little Bit Counts challenge. There was one more in there. Look at this. Purple corn. Purple sweet corn. I have a couple more he gave me in the house too, but there was one in my box. How white his cauliflower is. Just beautiful cauliflower. I might be blanching that and freezing. Another one of those Russian heirloom tomatoes, slicing tomato, purple Cherokee heirloom, another purple pepper. Last week's purple pepper. It's green inside and it wasn't exceptionally sweet. More potatoes, baby potatoes, and I still have potatoes in there. And these are so little that to can them, to peel them is a lot. So we need to use them up or freeze them. Little head of broccoli. Last week I blanched and froze some broccoli, some yellow squash. Went through all those. Onion. Another onion. Whoop. That's a big one. Ooh. Some big zucchini. Zucchini bread. I want to make a snickerdoodle zucchini bread. Slicing cucumbers, potato, combination of wax and green beans. There's slicing cucumber, some jalapenos, and I have jalapenos too, so I need to make pepper jelly and cowboy candy. And then I always freeze some too for chili and different things. Little cucumbers, a couple of those, and I think this is probably supposed to be a bell pepper. I don't think it's an Anaheim or anything like that. Another little baby cucumber. Garlic. Oh, here's a bigger pepper. And a little eggplant. Last week I used some of my eggplant to make ratatouille. And with this video, I am going to show you some of the things I did this week, you know, to preserve the food I had, the vegetables, because we don't want it to go to waste. And every little bit you do does count. It truly does. So that's what I'm going to show you next. I had a small container, like a quart container of green beans I knew I wouldn't use. So I decided to blanch them up before work, and I was going to freeze them then. So we'd have a nice dinner in the freezer. So here they are after I've rinsed them, put them in the cold bath, and now package them. I decided to blanch and freeze the beautiful head of broccoli that I had received in my box because I wasn't going to use it. It was really, really hot here, and our appetite just wasn't great, and we were just grabbing easy things. So I wanted to make sure this was preserved because every little bit does count. So I have washed and soaked in some salt water, and then I cut it up into the size pieces that I wanted, and next I am going to blanch it. I have a pot of water on the stove that will put it in there and bring it to a boil for 3 minutes, 2 minutes actually I do, and then put it into the ice bath. I'm going to use my WeVac chamber sealer, vacuum sealer, to preserve it. So I have everything ready to go. So here the broccoli is in the hot water, and I am just waiting to pull it out. And it makes it nice and bright green. It stops the enzymes so it doesn't keep ripening. And here it is when I pull it out, and it's just beautiful. And it will make wonderful broccoli stir fry or just a side dish. We will enjoy it so much this winter. After the ice bath, I package it up into the vacuum sealer bags, and I'm using just the small ones that are already sealed on one end just because they're very convenient, and I'm doing this in the morning before I have to go to work. And here they are in the vacuum sealer. I'm putting it under the clips there, and then it goes into the bottom, and I have it on auto and on small bag. And this process is so easy. I just close the lid, and it ends up like this. Beautifully vacuum sealed broccoli that will stay nice and fresh and not freezer burned and be wonderful. One of the challenge for me with the veggie boxes, since there's always only 2 of us, is to not let it go to waste, to not let it sit in the crisper and get icky, and not to have it all go to the chickens. I mean, I like feeding my chickens, but I gotta feed us. And you can't buy broccoli this good in the store. Labeled and ready to go into the freezer. I ended up with 3 meals. 4 bananas that were going really spotty, really fast because of the heat. So banana bread is in our future, but not right now, so I can put this in the freezer. So it was a good week. You know, you try to fit it in what you can, and with work and life and family, it's sometimes a lot, but it's okay because I have several meals in the freezer now that I didn't have a week ago. And I will do that with this too. I'll plan my menus for the week, and then I will preserve the rest of it. And I'll bring you along for that too, with little clips for my veggie box video next week. And if I have some bigger things, like today is also peach picking day because we have a tree in this weather. It is just ripe, 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 and full of peaches. And usually they come kind of like in stages. Well, it doesn't seem like it's that way this year, so And I'll have to do a garden update soon too, because it's doing wonderful. But I thought I would bring you along and show you what I'm going to be working on for the Every Little Bit Challenge for this next week from my veggie box. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you next time at Pike Creek Farm.